Mayor Lenny Curry and the people who want to take his job are squaring off tonight in a debate. That debate taking place at Jacksonville University. One of the main issues to be discussed, crime, of course, in the River City. Our Keitha Nelson joins us now with a preview.
These four people right here, they're all vying for your vote to be the next mayor of Jacksonville. And tonight, the stage is set for their first and likely only debate ahead of the election. Mayor Lenny Curry, he's expected to debate Councilwoman Anna Brochet, Jimmy Hill, and Omega Allen. Jacksonville University is hosting the debate, and it will be moderated by WJXT. Now, the top issues, according to a recent University of North Florida poll, are crime, education, and downtown development. Another big question is whether the debate will actually impact voter turnout. You see, so far, about 3% of voters have cast an early vote. The polls just opened up on Monday. Now, the Duval County Election Supervisor is forecasting a turnout of around 30% by the time polls close on election night, which is March 19th. If you're interested in watching the debate tonight, you have about two options. You can watch it live on our digital channel 25.2 or our website at firstcoastnews.com. In the Information Center, I'm Keitha Nelson.